Over the last several months, Aurora Avenue North and adjacent residential neighborhoods have been facing escalating gun violence, largely driven by commercial sexual exploitation, aka the sex trade. This has included running gun battles and multiple shootings overnight.
I've been asked to talk about my experiences as a business owner on Aurora. I own Fuzzy Buddies, which is near the corner of 109th and Aurora. We've been there for 20 years. It's become a very challenging place to run a business, and I've definitely lost clients because it does feel unsafe. It is unsafe. There's visible signs of crime day and night up there. A couple weeks ago, one of my staff went out into the parking lot and she saw a sex worker hiding between two cars. She said, "Hey, what's going on?" The woman said that another pimp had brought a girl in and dropped this other woman off to fight her. This woman did not want to fight, so she was hiding, scared, in my parking lot. My staff person ended up driving her to another location on Aurora, and in her car, this woman was hiding so that the people looking for her couldn't find her. I had another woman show up at my door in May who was terrified. She was crying. She had been abducted from another city. She had been brought to this neighborhood and told to go stand on the corner and make money. She was scared. She ended up hiding in my business for 4 hours before someone could drive from her town over here to pick her up. This is what sex trafficking looks like.
One time, one guy was following him for 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Other time, from my business is in 98th Street, really close here, maybe four blocks to here. One guy was with the pants down and make something really bad. Mm-hmm. And I was outside and I say, "Hey, let's go to here," and something like that. Other time, one car was close, my daughter, follow him and say, hey, come here, hey, psst, 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 hey, can you come here? I have something for you, and something like that.
The greatest challenges is that we have currently is that there is just a onslaught of trafficking related incidents that are going on, not only here locally, but around the country. It has become very popular and mainstream for this to happen throughout the country. And a lot of law and policy is replicated in many of the different areas that that leads to some of these areas developing there. And once they develop, there's very, very plaguing and hard to deal with. And so what we have again is an explosion of the amount of persons that are being exploited sexually and put out in the tracks and online within our jurisdiction, within the city of Seattle. And we have the plaguing aspect of all of the different pimps and traffickers who are fighting over that territory, and which leads to the gun violence and the other associated violence that you have out on the track as far as robberies and rapes and those types of things. So all of this is fed through this same system. It's the same ecosystem that feeds crime. One feeds to all the other crimes that are going to be related and come around to that crime. And so, and then on top of that, you have many of these persons who are pimps and traffickers, and these individuals are, some of them are associated with gangs. And so then the gang issues start to come into play because now they're within that border jurisdiction from North 85th to 145th. And so any type of gang related issues that they bring with them are going to play out on the streets up there as well. And so all of those things feed together to a very adverse and challenging situation, very dangerous situation for our public, for our residents and citizens who live up there. And our challenge is, again, to continue to try and combat it as best we can with whatever tools and resources that we're given in order to fight this problem. And working together with our community and with all of our different partners to try